What's up, AfterBuzzers? Welcome back to the Marriage Boot Camp After Show. We are going to be talking episode 2 of Paulie's fist pumping fidelity issues, Mama Dee running everything, and a crazy obstacle course. Don't move.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, do you know the choreography? Because I do.
I don't. I wish I did, though.
This is a great song.
I haven't heard this jam in so long.
This was my ringtone before there was ringtones with words and it was just the notes.
Yes.
Welcome back, AfterBuzzers. Welcome back again to the Marriage Boot Camp After Show. We are in here jamming.
I'm a little damaged. I'm a little damaged.
No,
But that's what I'm going to therapy for, watching Marriage Boot Camp.
you're not damaged, and your hair is not damaged. It's perfect.
Thank you.
Of course, we're listening to Damaged by Danity Kane. We know Aubrey is one of the original members of Danity Kane, like the OG. I'm your host, Felicia Michelle here, and to my left, I have the fabulous
Zack, Peter, what's up, guys? Glad to be back.
Hey, Zack. Okay, this episode, give me your overall thoughts on this particular episode.
You know, Marriage Boot Camp every season comes in with a bang. And I guess I was really expecting that this season, especially having Aubrey and having like Kim Richards from the Housewives, like Kim gave us some great moments. You beast. Like we had some moments with Kim. And like I'm waiting for it to really pick up and deliver. Like I guess we got like a little heat with Mama Dee and Earnest, but that's not really what I want. Like I want like some, I want people to show me their real damage.
The real damage.
And not just bring their baggage to the table.
I would like 1,000% agree with you because I'm a fan of Marriage Boot Camp, period. So with real couples, with celebrity couples, like I just am a fan of the show. And normally it starts off a little more, especially with the celebrities, with a boom, with something more kind of going on. But like when you say I'm like Mama Dee, I kind of just assume because I watch Love and Hip Hop, the how her and Earnest are going to be. So that's nothing new and exciting for the fans.
Yeah.
So I was a little disappointed in that. But overall, I do think there was some really great progress made by the couples. So first off, I want to get into my favorite. So I'm from Jersey. I don't know, where are you from, Zack?
Born and raised in LA. I'm like one of the few unicorns here in LA.
You are a unicorn alien. Like, how? Wow.
I know. Most people that grow up here either leave because they're over it, and everybody else is like from Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. So everyone knows Paulie Shore is on Jersey Shore. His fist pumpingness and his escapades with women were very much what he's known for. You remember, what is it, GTL, Gym Tan Laundry, and then are you DTF? I don't want to say the F because my mom watches my shows. Do you think that Aubrey is almost dead set that this man is constantly, habitually, every turn cheating on her? Do you think that Aubrey has some damage?
I mean, Aubrey is like damaged AF. That we'll start there. But I think she is so used to relationships failing that she's setting it up for failure. This is total self-sabotage. She believes him to be a player. And yeah, maybe he has been a player, but he's claimed that he's been very faithful with her throughout the whole relationship. And I think she's looking for issues so that the relationship can go bad and it can go south and it's not going to be her fault. Like, I think she just needs to work through whatever interpersonal relationships she's dealing with.
They have this dynamic that is finger pointing. Like, do you ever been a child and gotten in trouble and you don't want to take any responsibility for anything, so you just kind of put it off on another person? But they do that to each other so much so that it's almost like watching an episode of Dr. Phil and you're like, I don't really know who's telling the truth, like whose side is right in this.
And they're both such reality TV personalities that they know how to play it up and they know how to say certain things and paint things in a certain light that like makes them look good because they know the mechanics of portraying what they want on camera for a reality show.
They know how to play the game.
Yeah, they know how to play the game and paint their picture.
She was on one of the first original like reality shows about music. Like she was on the first season. That I don't know if you remember, if you were a fan of Making the Band when he did it first with the girls. She was one of the 3 original people that he picked from the first season. She went back into the second season, so she's done reality TV.
Yeah.
For her entire
That's where
career.
Her whole career started. She did Celebrity Apprentice and Famously Single. Like, yeah, she's
where they met.
That's where they met.
So my question to, maybe you can't answer this because you're not Paulie, you're not Aubrey, although
I
you
can
have
pretend.
you have beautiful blonde hair that I had to compliment him on before the show started. I had to stop what I was doing and talk about his hair. But do you think that maybe if you meet on a reality show, it's probably not best to about how you can't find somebody? That's probably not best to get with someone.
Yeah. Yeah,
and try to make that a long-lasting relationship.
I think that, people talk about the reality TV curse and how, like, if you're going to put your relationship on TV, like, it's bound to fail. And I think it's less of a reality TV thing and more of a, entertainer personality thing and keeping your relationship so public and kind of just being in the public spotlight. And I think the issue that I have with this couple is that when they fight dirty and they go deep and they cut hard, and they really try to make the other person look bad. And it's just, that's not healthy, for the relationship longevity. Like if I'm doing everything,
for your
or your own mental
your
psyche.
Own mental state. Yeah. I mean, I just don't think that the reality show is the remedy for that relationship.
Not at all.
Like, I just don't think this was a path that you guys should
I
have
love me
went
some
down.
Dr. V and I love me some Dr. Ish, but I
love me some Dr. Ish.
I think Paulie D and Aubrey should have just called it quits and not even done marriage boot camp.
You know what though? But they're probably gonna be. They're more than likely they're the draw in. Like they were the draw in. So
Totally,
I get why We TV wanted them. They're the draw in. But I don't think that. I do think that Paulie has cheated.
Yeah, probably.
I do think that he's probably cheated, but I don't know if he's cheating to the level that she thinks he is, because he does have a baby.
And, I also think that there are, because I learned this recently that hooking up in LA and hooking up in New York mean two very different things. Hooking up in LA means that there's sex involved. Hooking up in New York means that there was just making out and we were just having a good time. So I think there's also an unclear definition on what Paulie considers cheating and what Aubrey considers cheating. I think if he's texting other girls, Aubrey would consider that cheating, whereas to him, he's just texting other girls. So I think there's a big barrier in terms of what they define certain issues in the relationship.
Those are everyday people issues, trying to define what cheating is. Those are everyday people issues. But if you don't want to have any issues and you want to have a nice place to go and be entertained, let Zack tell you where to go.
Hey, AfterBuzzers, our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows like Marriage Boot Camp. That's what you're listening to right now. From dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more, there's no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help, guys. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made just for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about those pesky notifications, do not be, because they are totally optional. So hit that subscribe button right now for this channel, the reality channel, and check out other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know that you did in the comments below, and we'll give you a shout out on air. Well, thank you, because we love you. So for right now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of Talk TV.
Yes. Oh my God.
Love you guys. Keep showing us the love.
No, seriously though, everyone, I'm a stan and I read the comments after
I
every
do
show.
too.
Because our fans have great insight, and because they're super fans too of the shows that we do, and they know a lot more. I've gotten actually some news and gossip out of the comment section. So
they DM me links. They are they are deep in TMZ out there.
Well, speaking of someone who is deep in it, Mama Dee and Earnest. Okay. So
we're behind bars deep.
I don't understand it deep, but it's deeper than rap. I don't get their No, I'm serious. I don't really get their connect.
Deeper than Drake.
Really, I don't get their
dynamic.
Yes, it doesn't really make any sense to me, because from the outside looking in, it seems like they hate each other. However, I have learned in my short amount of time on this earth that it takes the same amount of passion to love someone as does to hate them. So maybe what we're seeing is passion for Mama Dee?
I think the hatred and the anger is really deep rooted pain. They've hurt each other so badly, and that's why they're so angry and they have such a volatile relationship that, that's why it makes it so much harder for there to be a little more compassion.
It's just it's kind of like she's beating him over the head. It's just she constantly, she's nags, and then he flies off the handlebars.
I also think that part of their relationship, and this is common with a lot of relationships, is its comfort. they know how to stay in this cycle, and it's easier to just stay in the cycle of chaos because it's comfort versus actually breaking off and having to find somebody new and start over again. And I think that's why a lot of people, continues to stay in relationships. I think that's part of even the reason why Aubrey and Paulie D have stayed in the relationship as long as they have, is because there's just comfort in that chaos.
Oh my gosh, that is deep. I wasn't ready for that,
therapy.
Zack. No, I mean, well, you're absolutely right. Unfortunately, we saw in this episode, though, it kind of affected Earnest in his health.
I know.
Like, it's stressful.
More than just downstairs. Like, we had to throw... like, we know all about his issues down there. We heard it all episode 1.
Which was dead wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she put it on blast.
It was dead. It was dead wrong. I don't know if you watch Love and Hip Hop or you're a fan of Love and Hip Hop, that franchise. There's so many different shows of that, but they're on the Atlanta franchise, and she's so demanding of him sexually that it turns. It makes me want to turn the channel. So I can't imagine it would turn him do
Girl, you just need a good vibrator.
Or just, relax. Like, I'm not trying to be smart.
That'll help her relax.
Or just like do yoga, or like find some other ways to streamline your energy, that you're not demanding this from him. Because what a lot of people fail to realize is that, physically, however you describe gender or whatever, the male body and the female body are different, and they reach sexual peaks at different times.
Right.
And he might be in a point in his life where he's at a plateau, and she might very well be at a peak because she's past menopause age. I won't even go there for people who probably don't even want to hear that. But
Google it.
Google about this. And so she has probably a higher sex drive than him. So it might not be that he's not trying at all, or he's not wanting this. It's just that she's like demanding it. And, if she was a man, and this is the other way around, I would try to look at it like play devil's advocate. If this is the other way around, we would be like, he is disgusting. It is so unfair for him to want this from his wife and demand it and to say it out loud. Like, we would be like flabbergasted.
Right.
But she kind of like is allowed to say this because she's a woman. And in a way, I feel like it kind of demasculinizes him.
Absolutely.
In his role in their relationship. So she kind of doesn't give him the opportunity to step up. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, because she's making it seem like he's not necessarily providing in the way that he should be. It's more of like an expectation versus we're intimate and we love each other. Not that sex is always all about love, but like it shows it's a deeper form of intimacy within a relationship. And if that's not being provided, then I think that does kind of fracture the relationship a bit. And
also too, if you're in a long-term relationship or ever been in a long-term relationship, there's different kinds of sex that you have in your relationship too. So maybe he's more interested in
some involve other people, some involve swings. Like it
Zack
happens.
said that. Zack said that. I didn't say any of that. And so I want you to make a clear distinction. If you are listening to us on iTunes, this is Felicia Michelle's voice, and the other voice that said the nasty stuff, that was Zack's voice. If you're listening to us on iTunes, thank you so much. Of course, you can watch us on YouTube or listen on iTunes. If you're listening on iTunes, please make sure that you give us a 5-star rating, because 4 stars just aren't enough. Just not enough. And well, I guess Earnest isn't really enough for Mama Dee right now. But we see obviously these couples are in boot camp for a reason. Yep. Every single person has issues in their relationship, and we saw that physically manifested during their obstacle course.
Yes.
Where they had to carry their baggage with them.
Their baggage with manure in it.
That's disgusting. It
was so gross. I get the intention behind it and the lesson that they had to learn. I just would not want to carry like a big old suitcase of manure. It's just not my vibe.
It's poop.
It's poop.
It's disgusting.
It's poop. We got enough of our own poop. We don't need to be carrying around someone else's poop.
Well, I guess that's literally like a kind of metaphor, like you're carrying around a bunch of and this is how it's affecting you and weighing on you, and it doesn't smell good and it's not fun to be around, and maybe it's a physical manifestation of what that actual baggage is. They've done this exercise before on the show. I believe it was for like maybe one of the first Reality Star seasons, but it was like weights, and they were in a pool, and that's how they were moving their weight around. So they've done this baggage weight. Yeah, I don't like getting wet.
But it's funny though, because we're seeing it being manifested as physical weight. And I think we don't realize like how much it weighs on us emotionally and how it's like an internal weight that we really are kind of carrying around. And we don't realize like we're bringing that to the table. Like if you show up to a date with a suitcase full of cow manure, like it's gonna stink, it's not gonna be cute, and they're not gonna be attracted to you. And it's the same thing that happens when you show up with your emotional baggage. Like check it away, you know, put it, FedEx it to your mom. Like I don't care what you gotta do with it, just don't bring it with you to your next relationship.
That's really difficult to not do, because we are the sum of our field of experiences. And if those experiences in dating just happen to be negative, it's kind of like, how can I look at it in a different way? I guess that's why they need professional help, because their issues are so deep rooted individually as well. Not just their issues as couples that I saw, but individually as well.
But that's where I think the issues within the couple come from, are from our individual baggage that we're then bringing to the table, and that we don't necessarily know how to sort or handle.
And then they become unresolved issues. Don't you love unresolved issues? It's like, it's that thing you keep talking about and you guys keep talking about it.
I love them like a jigsaw puzzle.
And you just keep on talking about it. And
love them.
And you find new points to be mad about and new angles to get upset about, and you don't actually ever get over it.
Nope, it's like a Rubik's Cube. You're like, oh, I got this, and you're like, screw that, I'm done.
I've never solved Rubik's Cube. Like, not even gonna try. No, thank you. My blood pressure will become too high. Like, as a child, I was like, this is too much. Get it out of here.
Nope, that's the same way I am.
Don't worry, guys, I was a coaster. It's okay.
That's how I am, even with like games on my phone. Like, if it's too easy, I get bored, and if it's too hard, then I give up.
Well, I'm hoping that our couples don't give up.
I think some of them might.
Oh, well, let's see about that. Let's get into predictions, actually, now.
Predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
This is, like, honestly, it creeps me. It gives me the chills when this song comes on, because I really don't like scary things.
I need a crystal ball.
Yes, it's like, that's how I kind of feel like. All right, so what do you think is going to happen for our couples next episode? I mean,
next episode. Well, we saw Kim's obviously having like some issues this week. She like is not sleeping. She's obviously, I think there's something that's weighing heavily on her, where I think her baggage is definitely very much on her back. And I feel like we're going to get deeper into the intimacy issues that she's having with Wynn, because we kind of see them, they're not really connecting. And I think that's a big issue for both of them. I think within any relationship.
So to piggyback off of that, I was thinking that too, but I don't know if you watch Housewives, so you know Kim. You know Kim.
I know Kim.
Kim had some substance abuse issues, which ultimately kind of made her not be on the show, but it didn't put her in the best light, and I feel like she kind of stepped away from the show because of that. And I wonder, and I'm kind of a little concerned if we're gonna see her maybe have a little like break, or maybe talk on that a little bit more, because once you're an addict, like you're an addict, like you might not be, you might be a recovering addict, you might be a using addict, but she's an addict and she's admitted to being an addict before. And so I wonder if the pressure of boot camp, change of environment, having to talk about things you don't really want to bring up.
You stole my goddamn house.
I love it. I'm here for it. So
we're gonna hear, something's gonna come up.
I'm hoping that we kind of get a little less of our volatile couples and hear a little bit more about our couples, because we didn't talk about Denise and Kris. They're kind
Desiree
of like Desiree.
Sorry, boring.
Snore oh fest. My gosh, sorry.
They need to stay in the little picture that in the stock photo of the picture frames that you're buying at Target is where they need to stay. Bye.
I'm hoping that I thought you were going to say bye, Felicia. I was hoping that we're going to see a little bit more of their actual relationship, because right now I'm kind of looking at them like, why are you here? And they're probably looking at themselves like, why are they there too? So I'm hoping that we see a little more.
For the paycheck. That's why they're there.
All right, like let's just keep it a buck here, because we're going to keep it real. WeTV money and VH1 money, or ABC money, that's where they came from. They came from The Bachelor. I don't even watch The Bachelor though, so that's why I don't know them.
I think it's a combination of it's a paycheck for them and it's also TV time for them. I think they're more addicted to the TV time, because look at Bachelor is on ABC. That is good money and that's big exposure, and you can very easily, especially when they have such new rounds of suitors and suitresses that come on every season, like it's very easy to get forgotten if you don't keep yourself relevant. So I think that's a big part of the reason they're on TV right now.
I can't know you if I can't forget you if I didn't ever know you. So I don't keep up with them, but I can't. It's weird for me to see. There's other couples that have been on The Bachelor that have been on Marriage Boot Camp reality stars, and they were boring too in that same way. And I was like, why did they do this? Like ABC needs to put the clause in there. Like, do not go on Marriage Boot Camp. You're making us look bad. Like,
I think and ABC casts the same types of characters and people, that are
the
very
average
much
Joes.
Yes, that are very much like
Janes.
pretty average Joes that fit The Bachelor, which you can watch with your mom. Whereas like the Housewives casting is very different, and it's a lot more rambunctious casting. And you want like fighting, Bravo, fireworks.
So I predict that Desiree and Kris will continue to be boring, but we'll get a little bit more into them, like a smidget, but they're not going to get much time because everyone else is so volatile and dysfunctional, and that's what we live for, right? Yes.
Give me that WeTV.
Give me that WeTV. So until next time, though, because I'll have... Whoa, this is some music. Hey. Well, thank you guys so much for watching the show. We are so excited. I'm Felicia Michelle. You can find me on Instagram at It's Felicia Michelle. Where can they find you, Zack?
I'm Zack Peter. You guys can follow me at Just Plain Zack everywhere.
Just Plain Zack. See you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.